coaches at shoot-around said entry passing this year has been a point of emphasis. Tamia Jones doesn't need to entry pass, but she keeps getting layups off steals on full court pressure.
Working on, look at the passing lane there. Gets a deflection, pushes ahead. Nice, easy layup. Tamia Jones, who's just
only 2 for 7 shooting as there's under 10 left in his possession. Conley for 3. She gets it in. That's her second big three.
Off the move. Good job executing the half-court offense. Really so much bailout as it is running your half-court set. You see the little rub screen there, and she flares to the wing, and that's what she does. She's a catch.
High Point ended the Coastal Carolinas bid for an NCAA tournament that year. So it was the last team we ever played, lost to. They played 2-3 zone. You don't want to think about it, but you got 2 fingers stuck together. It's going to affect the way you play basketball.
Quick trigger, Conley, and splashes home the triple. Well, that was pure.
And both teams have got to focus. That's good.
Nice pass. Jones lays it in.
Here's the look from Conley, the sharpshooter striking from downtown. Sorby out of the timeout. They'll pick out Coles, who's starting to draw double teams now. Dishes it, and a nice look for Conley to stretch the lead to 21.
4 points, 2 assists already for Nunez.
Again, great defensive presence by this Campbell team.
Raegyn Conley for 3.
This is a young lady that I expected really.
It's a ginger scoop, too.
You could see that, right? You know she's in pain, going to hit that ice after the game.
Conley, top of the key, needed. Two-possession game.
Johnson attacks, spins with 3 and a block. Great hands from Conley.
Turkoff to learn how to score in the league, of course. And mentioned that the other bigs, as you said, Lauren, would be critical. Here's a chance with numbers for Wake to build on it, and suddenly the Deacons come to life as the period comes to a close. Yeah, Virginia just able to really have a barometer against Notre Dame the last time out. Wake Forest just about to have that. They're going to need more of this as they prepare for what is a brutal stretch. Threes for the senior Raegyn Conley to pull Wake back within striking distance.
Well, she...
They keeping it on this end of the floor. Here's another look from the corner. This one will rattle down. And Wake Forest all of a sudden cutting it to 5 with a late first period, early second quarter surge. 3 to the back of the iron, and it's Moore with the rebound.
Well, Virginia wasn't able to take advantage of that, but all eyes are on Kamora Johnson when she has the ball. But it's just been the confidence that we've seen from her despite...
Remember, she started the three-point shooting on both sides. She'll try to reconnect. Won't get it to go down. The bucket will come from inside, and Hines who lays it home. Also of note, the Cavaliers turning the ball over just a couple of times in that third quarter with everything falling, much of it from beyond the arc. Here's Wake on the move, and this will be an and one chance for the Deacs. If you're trying to script the start to a quarter to bounce back after what they experienced in that third, this is what it would look like, Lauren.
Oh yeah, and it's been back and forth.
Jones gets downhill, fell off the front. But that's what they need, though. Continue to attack. You see what you can get. You just have to pay it off. Williams on the attack, blocked by Conley.
Foul issues. Yeah, and that's a problem with the shortened bench. Williams staying on the floor for Wake Forest with 2, and a beautiful back cut. Just as we said, Moore threw a bad pass, she threw a really nice one right there.
Conley tries again. And a friendly bounce gives her 3. Donna made her first 3-point attempt of the night. She's missed her last 3, though. Raegyn Conley set her feet. Elena Bosgana with a nice take.
Did they just recently retire jersey at Virginia Tech? Can I see that?
Deservedly so.
Yeah. There you go.
Final 5 minutes of regulation, and heel rejected. Raegyn Conley says, get that out of here.
Raegyn Conley, not only known as a three-point shooter, but a long-arm defender. Gets up there and gets the block.
Back inside to Onya. She'll kick it out. And bobbled and stolen away. Here comes Wake Forest. Conley with it, kicks it back to Williams. Her three is good. Sorbet pushes it ahead to Conley. Conley goes baseline, Euro steps it through, and back-to-back baskets for the Deeks.
Good defense from Navarre. Townsend with the rebound.
Smallest
She'll
person on
run
the
it.
floor.
Yep.
Skies will get the rebound. Oh, don't. Sorry. She made a simple mistake right there.
She's going to find her rhythm.
Coles with the dish to Williams. Sit back out, and the ball moving on that one leads to yet another tray. Conley knocking that one down.
That's something the Deeks have to think about heading into February. You know, Wake Forest has won a game in the ACC tournament each of the last 5 years. Raegyn Conley.
Lily University strikes. You hope it doesn't, but you know it will.
NC State as a team, 7 of 7.
Nice back cut
from the line, but Riley Turkoff individually is 8 for 8 from the field.
That's the sign of a good team. That eliminates upsets.
Coles behind the
nice
door, and then there's a nice finish from Andrew. That foul on Awu was the 8th foul on State in the game. 4 of them on Brooks, and then 4 other fouls scattered around. 3 more for Raegyn Conley. 2 rebounds, 3 rebounds now.
You saw a really good basketball team in spurts, and you saw a team that's got great potential. That's a nice play by Raegyn Conley. Put her on my team, too.
It's a 4-possession game, Stan. It's a 3-possession game.
Nice job by Raegyn. Teach him a lesson. Again, give something to make that long run.
Madison Jordan missed the 3.
Wow.
Sorby the rebound. Kicks it out. Conley cuts it to 6 with 12.8 to go.
Watch this. Inside, feet set, bam, knocks it down.
Here's Sorby, under a minute to go in this first quarter. That's gone by in the blink of an eye. That 3 will help things for Wake Forest. Turkoff, 25 last game against a ranked NC State team. Driving force in their historic fourth quarter. That 3 will help the momentum, and a timeout from Florida State. Similar to that NC State game. They were down a lot. All of a sudden, you look up, they're down 5.
Gotta love the mic under the basket that we picked that up.
Oh, that's great stuff. Get the ball, she says to Aurora Sorby. The top international guard in the class.
3-point line. Wake Forest taking advantage. 2 beautiful looking shots.
Left it short on the J. And Wake Forest, the score here can go up double digits. Conley, another. Oh, yeah.
Outside the rainbow. Wake Forest up big here at the Dome.
It's like 10 turnovers, I think.
You think correctly. Conley, beautiful pass
nice.
to Coles.
Action Jackson. This Ashlyn Jackson, get it right, and she's an athletic player. I like it because she elevates well.
Conley crosses over on Jackson, stays with it and scores.
And a good job by the officials not to call the foul there. Watch this inside. Clears the post, there's a drive. Might have got a little elbow, but nothing to affect the play.
Wake Forest playing without Elise Williams out for violation of team rules after she had a 30-point game against them last season. And this team is rallying.
Second in the conference steal. She did a nice job defending.
Coles, no good. Conley sneaks in for the rebound and scores, plus the foul. Raegyn Conley staying with it, doing work on the block.
Can't recall that many times I've seen Raegyn Conley go inside and score a basket, primarily 3, but it's a nice move by Coles.
From the other twin, Hannah Cavender, so the defensive pressure on the guard has to be a lot better.
Facing up, help D coming over from Marshall, but able to get it out. Here's Conley with a big 3.
As Reynolds goes up and down in emotion today. This crowd's bringing it like a #1 team in the country's in town because Conley's got range. Elise Williams, the Raleigh native, playing in her hometown. Good lob to Coles, and there's a layup.
Early in December, she kind of...
Steal taken away by Conley. Sorby on the break, drops it off to Williams.
Great job. Duke's got 2 or 3 candidates. Virginia's got 1 for certain, maybe 2. Georgia Tech's got 2, maybe 3. And there's a 3 right on cue.